Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Dave Shaves. As promised, here is your Sunday shave. Every Sunday I bring a shave video to you, even if I've done nothing the week prior or even if I've done a lot the week prior. I try to get one out every Sunday. So here's your Sunday shave. Now, today was originally going to be a continuation of my budget shave video, but I decided to go a different route. Today is just going to be a regular old Sunday shave. I'm not going to focus so much on the products because today the topic of conversation is going to get a little heavy because I need it to. For those of you that are not into heavy topics such as depression, anxiety, things of that nature, feel free to click off. For those that are, I appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully this will be entertaining as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the products we're going to be using, and then we'll get into topic of conversation. So, I am going to be using today my 1964 Gillette Slim Adjustable. It is one of my all-time favorite razors, and it's dependable, and it leaves me with a nice, comfortable shave, so I thought that would be fitting for today. I'm going to go ahead and dial that down. Please excuse the water dripping in the background. I just got out of the shower and it's draining a bit, so I apologize. I'm going to dial this down number 3 just for a nice comfortable shave, nothing too major. And I'm going to be loading that up with a Gillette Nacet blade. I've only used this blade, I think, once. Well, no, I mean, I've used it a couple times. I've only used one blade of Gillette Nacet, but I used it a few times for a few different shades. And I believe I have used it in my Slim Adjustable, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Let's go ahead and load up Le Blade. All right, come on, there we go. Pop it right in there. And there we go. Now, along with that, we're going to be using Palmolive Men shave cream. Going to be lathering that up with just my generic shave brush. I had it soaking briefly. I know you don't really need to soak synthetic brushes, but I went ahead and did it anyway because I like it soaking just a little bit, get some water in there. And then after that, we're going to be finishing up with Brut Aftershave. So, let's go ahead and start lathering up, and we'll get into the topic of conversation at hand. Put a nice little dollop in there, probably more than is needed, but that's all right. Okay. All right. Just going to go ahead and start lathering up. So, topic of conversation today, it's a little heavy because my mental health, I don't want to say it's been suffering. I mean, I've been all right. But every so often, people in my situation need someone to talk to. And in my case, that is a lot of times you guys. I'm not a big talker of my emotions, believe it or not. I don't like discussing my emotions with people. I don't. If I'm going to do it, if I'm going to discuss my emotions with people, I do it via a text message or a Facebook message or something. Wow, this is really blowing up. But, so I'm not one to talk about it, which you might find weird because I do it on here. The reason for that is because when I do it with you guys, I don't always feel, it doesn't feel real. I'm able to convince myself that I'm not really doing it because even though millions of people could possibly, theoretically watch this video, even though I only get 60 views, so there you go. But either way, that's still 60 people with the possibility of so many more because it's out on the internet. But it's different because you're not here with me. so I find it easier to talk to you all. But the reason is September is an interesting month for me. Really, September through the end of the year is not my best time. It starts in September because 25 years ago, this month, September 12th, if I'm correct, 1995, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, then called Hodgkin's disease. I was 12 going on 13. Let me go ahead and rinse off my hands, splash some water on my face because I think we got a nice lather. We'll go from there. Give me just a second. September 12th, 1995, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, then referred to as Hodgkin's disease. It's a very treatable form of cancer if caught early enough, especially in children. However, I was diagnosed in stage 4. Technically, that is true. However, that's not the entire truth. Stage 4 is the highest stage there is with Hodgkin's lymphoma. But the stage beyond that, which is still technically stage 4, but it's referred to as end stage. You can pretty much guess what end stage means. End stage means you are at the end of your life. Go ahead and go in for the first pass. Now, what I didn't know then, and came to find out many, many years later, is that I was end stage. That was not disclosed to me. I mean, I guess I get it. I was only 13. My parents knew. And I guess, for obvious reasons, they didn't necessarily want to scare the hell out of the 13-year-old. So, I was told that I was stage 4, but it was treatable. Very comfortable shave so far, by the way. And that I was expected to make a full recovery. That was not the truth. And I don't know if my parents ever had any plans of telling me the truth. It's possible they did and they just didn't get around to it. They did pass away when I was in my early 20s. When I say early 20s, I was actually 20 when Mom passed away, just barely 20. And I was just barely 21 when Dad died a year later. So it's extremely possible they had every intention of telling me the truth. They just never got around to it. But regardless, having stage 4 is bad enough. And it messes with you. And I bring this up because it's hitting me rather hard this year. Mainly because, or possibly because, 25 it's a big number. I survived 25 years after diagnosis. Not many people have that. So, there's that. And then there's also the fact that this year alone, I've been faced with more people recently that have been passing away from cancer. The number just seems to be going up and up. And when you're a survivor, there's a decent amount of survivor guilt that goes along with it. In my case, it's more like survivor remorse. You tend to question, why? Why me? Why did I survive? Why was I the fighter? Everybody else fought. How come I was lucky? People tell me that I did what I had to do. There's an expression that my parents used to use, and my friends have sort of adopted it from time to time as well. And that's, I do what I have to do, what I always do. I turn death into a fighting chance to live. I don't know. It's what I hear. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been passing away from cancer, and it's not pleasant. You tend to regret not dying, as sad as it is. But I live to tell the tale, and I'm not suicidal or anything. That's not what this is about. But it's just rough. It's a rough time. And then I look at everything going on, and I'm told that there's a lot of medical advancements. I don't really need it, but I'm going to go on for a third pass simply because I'm enjoying this shave and because I'm still talking. So there's a decent amount of medical advancements, but you tend to look at cancer, and the two main types of treatment, it seems, are exactly the same as they were 25 years ago. So you tend to find a lot of that information suspect, for lack of a better word. Especially me, who's used to relying on his intelligence and his smarts. But I try to be more open-minded. So I can try to understand what I don't understand. Because logic says that I should have died 25 years ago. But I lived. Sorry, just kind of pensive at this point. Yeah, I have my moments or I wonder why. Why me? Why'd I get lucky? I've lost more people than I care to share. Parents, grandparents. I don't actually have any family left. And a good portion of them I lost to cancer, ironically. So why me? It's a question you ask. But you move on. And for me, you do shave videos to get through it. So that's where I'm at right now. It's just been a bit of a hard time, but I move on. I wake up every morning, I get up, I get dressed, I keep myself moving, and I survive. I live. Because it's what people that weren't so lucky would want from me. They wouldn't want me to wallow, so I don't. And if I could leave you with one thought, it's a thought that I try very hard to live by. And with someone who suffers from depression and anxiety, this thought goes a long way. And that is, the future is whatever you make of it. So make it a good one. All of you. And that's my TED Talk for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it got a little heavy. I did warn you. But I'm okay. I'm still here. I'm still standing. I just needed to talk through those feelings. Let's go ahead and splash on some Brut Aftershave. This shave, by the way, was extremely comfortable. Very much enjoyed that. Loved every second of it. And that's why I did this, because I knew it would be. And a nice shave keeps me grounded, keeps me optimistic. So, I appreciate you all standing by me. I appreciate you all listening. I know that a lot of my viewers, I almost said survivors, it's in my head. I know that a lot of my viewers will keep watching this video all the way to the end, and I appreciate it. I really do. That being said, if you do watch this video and you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, you like all my videos, hit that like button, give me a comment below. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep shaving. I'll see you on the next video.